this thing on? Is this thing on? Let me get on here. What's up, y'all? I'm Lady. Welcome to October's reading vlog. It's been a minute, hasn't it? I'm leaving home, headed to work on this Wednesday, first day of October, and I've decided that I'm going to vlog through the end of the year, hopefully. It's been a while, so I got to get back to it, right? So where do I begin? I had made plans to sit down and record a video, like a catch-up video, letting you all know where I have been since January, and then I decided to not do that. I figured just throughout this vlog I will share, you know, what I have been doing for the past few months, really more than that, what I have been doing in 2025, because the last time I was active on this channel was in January for the group read along of Cane River, and then I just took a break, you know, and life happens, and I'm just like, you know what, this hobby has to take a back seat. And for the first time in years, reading actually took a back seat. Yes, I have not been reading. And when I say I have not been reading, I mean to my level of reading. You know, 2024, I read 80 books. The year before that, I think I hit 100 books, you know. And so far in 2025, I have read 19 books, most of which have been by audio. So, yeah, at first I was feeling some kind of way about not having time to read, or not feeling the urge to read. But then I just, just like accepted it basically, and was like, you know what, this is what it is for now. First I was trying to force myself to read books, and I think I DNF'd a couple books, and I realized it wasn't the books, it was me. So yeah, I think for like May, June, and July, I didn't read anything. I was reading one book, I would say, and I would read a few pages here and there, and it took me forever to, get through that particular book, but I loved that book. So I'm going to share with you all what I have read so far this year, and so you all will see where I have been. I have been focusing mainly on just books, comfort books, which you know what that means, some rereads and some romance, because just other things just came high priority. So yeah, I will definitely share what I'm currently reading, because I'm getting back into it, and we can go from there. I have made it to work, and now I'm about to have my morning tea. I love this cup. My staff actually gave me this cup. I'm still considered a supervisor, but I do not directly supervise anyone anymore. But they loved me. I never made them cry, I promise. Down here is my little tea stash. I'm gonna have some green tea and some dandelion root tea this morning. I'm gonna mix them together. I actually gave up coffee. So far this year, I think I've had coffee twice. And if you didn't know, I was a daily coffee drinker. But I had to let it go because I really liked it with too much cream and sugar. And I can't do black tea, or I choose not to do black tea. I also do them with nothing added, just the tea bags in water, and that is it. And look at my quotes for today: plant kindness and gather love. And today I am grateful for life. That's what I'll say. And to be back vlogging. So let's get into what I've read so far this year in 2025. Most of these books are book club picks because even though reading wasn't top priority for me this year, I still wanted to remain active in my friends' book club. So I did get some reading in. So first up was The Women Could Fly. This book was just okay for me. Then we read Friends and Lovers by Eric Jerome Dickey. Rest in peace to him. This was, a very nostalgic read, reading a book from the 90s. And I saw that they are making a 2-part Lifetime movie for this book that comes out next month in November. So I might check that out. I then read Untethered, and this one was well written, a pretty sad story, but a great ending. Then I read Cane River by Lolita Tatamy, enjoyed it. I had been seeing Christina C. Jones books everywhere and decided to, give her books a try, and it was just okay. I doubt if I, revisited any of her works. Next up was What You Leave Behind. I'm not sure why I didn't just round this up to 4 stars. Looking back, I do know that I really enjoyed the subject matter. We definitely had a really good discussion at book club about it, and it's really good. So I don't know why I didn't round up. Then for March Mystery Madness, I saw that my library had the Blanche White series on audio, so I reread all 4 books in the series, and Blanche still remains one of my favorite characters of all time. Then Women of the Post. Y'all, this one was really good, surprisingly. I don't know what I was expecting going into it. I did follow up by watching the Tyler Perry movie that came out last year with Kerry Washington, but of course, the book was better. Then I was finally able to get my hands on Aya Claus Come Out. I was able to get it from another library system, and it's always a good time reading Aya. Then I did get in some nonfiction. Yes, Central City was a housing project that was torn down here in Birmingham, Alabama in the early 2000s. And I actually lived in those projects for a year. It was around 91 or 92. And I absolutely love this book. I found it in the local authors section of the library, and I'm so glad I picked it up. If you're interested in, like the housing situation, public housing situation in America, I highly recommend this one, especially since it's more of that narrative nonfiction that we tend to enjoy. Then I read Neighbors and Other Stories by Diane Oliver. And y'all, I had no clue until the book club meeting. Someone mentioned that she was only 22 years old. I'm like, oh my goodness, her writing was excellent. And I just can't imagine the heights her writing would have taken had she, lived longer. So good. Then I got into me some romance. In the summertime, I read 4 Beverly Jenkins books: A Chance at Love, Before the Dawn, Midnight, and Nighthawk. And Auntie Beverly Jenkins is always such a good time.
Then I read this mess here. This was suggested by my sister. It is like my reading took a back seat and my sister's reading has skyrocketed. She's been reading like crazy, and this is her type of book. So on her suggestion, I gave it a try, and I told her that it is an absolute no for me. But I read it, I finished it, and we had a pretty fun discussion talking about it.
Now that we are caught up on the books I've read so far this year, let me share with you all what I am currently reading. I always have one physical book that I'm reading and one audio book that I'm reading. So for my audio book, I am reading The Street by Anne Petry. This is a reread for me. I read the physical book several years ago. I actually have a video review on this channel, and so I just really felt the urge to pick it up when I saw that my library had the audiobook and the narrator. I'm gonna have to check. I can't think of her name right now, but I absolutely love every movie that I've seen her in, and she is doing an excellent job on this audiobook. The perfect voice for Ludi Johnson. The perfect voice. So I am really enjoying this a second time around. The Street is just still going to be one of my top 5 favorites of all time. Okay? I mean, if you haven't read it, do yourself a favor, okay? For my physical book, I am reading The Reformatory by Tanana Reeve Dew. Book club for this book is on October 9th, okay? Where is the 1st, and I'm 85 pages into this big boy. So I got some reading to do. I'm thinking about doing like a 48 hours unplugged weekend where I don't get on any social media, which my only social media is YouTube. So 48 hours without YouTube or anything, just put my phone down and really get into this one. So we'll see how that goes. So far, what I have read, I'm all in. Headed to Kava for lunch. Have y'all tried Kava yet? This will be my 3rd time having it. The first time it was just okay. The second time, well, no, this is about to be my 4th time having it. The first time I had it, it was just okay. But once I took my time to look at the menu and study the menu and just load it up with everything, then I absolutely loved it. I finished The Street this morning on the way to work, and OMG, the story, I realized that I had forgot a lot of parts of the story. I just remember when I first read it, I felt the emotions and the just sense of despair that the main character had, and her reasoning behind it. This time around, being able to catch all those details that I forgot, and just like the commentary on the street, and it's just so good. It is so good. And of course, it's still timely, which is so bad that type of story is still here, 60, 70 years later? Yeah, more like 70 or 80 years later. This story can be, resonate with a lot of people. So again, I highly recommend. So I shared that, you know, life happens and this hobby had to take a back seat. One of the things that I have been focusing on lately is my health and wellness. And I have been eating right. I have been exercising daily. I don't know if y'all can tell. The face is looking a little slimmer. I'll show y'all some progress photos. Yeah, just really taking that part of my life serious, because I am a woman in her early 40s now. And, you know, when I was in my 20s, if I went to the gym for like 2 weeks in a row, I could just drop weight like that. That is no longer the case. Those days are long gone, unfortunately. I have to be very intentional about what I eat. I have to move my body daily. I move my body daily now. I make it my priority to at least do something for 30 minutes every day, and it's paying off. I also enjoy fasting. As crazy as that sounds, I enjoy fasting. But being able to not even have to think about food is what I like about it. And then I know some people think about fasting as, you know, you're starving yourself. If anybody thinks that, I definitely encourage that person to do some research, because it's far from starving yourself, especially when you're overweight. Your body has plenty to eat. Okay, it could eat itself, literally, because that's what it needs to do to get rid of some of the fat. Okay, but I did it, you know, for health reasons. Like I said, seeing a lot of people, you know, my age having health issues, and then just seeing older people who are having health issues, and I'm like, you know, I don't want that for myself. So I have to take responsibility and do what I have to do. And so that involves me right now. I'm fasting, I'm eating healthy 80% of the time. The other 20% of the time I indulge, and I move my body. Those three things have been really helping me so far. Here it is, y'all. It doesn't look the best, but I promise you it's delicious. It's about to go down, and I'm finally finna pick this up because I didn't read it all yesterday. So I'm still sitting here on page 85. Let's see what we can get into. This food and this book. I got a little over 30 pages read yesterday. Today is the 3rd. It is one of those days where I wish I was home instead of work, but I thank God for my job. I'm about to crack this baby open since I am on break and get some more reading done. And I have decided that I am going to unplug this weekend and see if I can finish this book completely. I'm going to tell the truth now. There was a scene in here that had your girl real scared. It was written so well. It was like I could see it completely, like I was watching a scary movie, and I really don't do scary movies, but here we are. Okay, I guess I do scary books instead. It's Sunday morning, and I'm out here getting my walk on again. Yesterday morning I did 5 miles. Today I may only do 4 because I want to go home and I want to meal prep this breakfast that I've made it before. It's like this oatmeal bread with blueberries, and I'm gonna add some stuff in it to have some protein, and that way it could be my breakfast for the week. So I need to go to the grocery store. Yesterday I did not completely unplug, but I did get some reading done, and today I plan to get some reading done. So we'll see what happens. I really have to dust off my vlogging skills because I forgot to mention that after I finished The Street by Anne Petry, I then listened to Zora Neale Hurston's Their Eyes Were Watching God. That was my fourth read of that book, and I still continue to love it. So yeah, I listened to it and I ended up finishing it yesterday while I was out here at this beautiful lake getting my walk on. This lake, God and his nature has kept me sane, y'all, in this crazy world.
Okay, y'all, I decided to end the video right here. Ideally, I would like these vlogs to be between 15 and 20 minutes long. I think that's best for me, and it's best for you all as the viewers. I did complete another 5 miles. So I got in 5 miles on Saturday and 5 miles on Sunday. I'm feeling really good about that. I went home and I did meal prep my breakfast and it turned out delicious. I am going to look forward to having that for breakfast every day this week. Yeah, because meal prepping has been a major key for me in this health and wellness journey that I'm on. I made it to page 185 in the Reformatory. OMG, this is a good book. Scary, but good. I'm looking forward to book club this week, and you all will see all of that in my next video. So that is it for me for now. I'm Lady. I'll see you all next time. Bye, y'all.